bring to your town the thrill of a lifetime, the unparalleled, the inimical, unrivaled Empire Circus. Come in your thousands and enjoy this feast of equine dexterity and acrobatic marvels that we shall place before your astounded gaze. Never before in the history of this town has such a gay galaxy of talent, honor, and beauty been set before you.
Was it 8? Where have you been?
Having a drink with one of the Lions. What do you think I've been doing?
Well, you better start counting tonight's takings. I can't figure them out, and I've counted them 10 times.
Why 10 times? Wouldn't once be enough?
Not when it comes out different every time. I'm your wife, not a chartered accountant.
I only asked you to do it as a favor.
You're always asking favors. I done you a favor when I married you.
Blimey.
That's a fact. And you know it, Colonel William Wainwright. Colonel, indeed.
Doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't mean a thing. That's just showmanship.
False pretenses.
What about Lord George Sanger?
That's different. He was christened Lord. It was his name.
How do you know I wasn't christened Colonel?
Doubt if you was christened at all.
Now, look here, madam. Are you inferring that
Yes, I am. Better check over tonight's doings.
All right, all right. Can't something be done about this table?
It rocks.
I know it rocks.
One of the legs is shorter than the other.
Oh, you surprise me. This chair.
It rocks.
Everything rocks. The show rocks.
Better pick up that money. I've got to see about supper.
Married to a woman who can't do a little simple arithmetic. Oh, hello, Mr. Danton. Just making up the gross.
Yeah. Under 12 pounds. That's not the eighth, is it, Willie?
We're all doing our best, but the show lacks novelty.
Supper's ready, Colonel Wainwright.
Supper. Can't you think of nothing else but my stomach?
Isn't it time for you to introduce Tom and Mary?
This eye in the finance is making me forgetful. You know, Mr. Danton, sir, my heart bleeds for you.
Yeah? You don't look very anemic to me. Willie, tell the gang I want to see them all right after the show.
Blimey. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of the most daring, the most brilliant, the most sensational act ever presented. Two young acrobats, as agile as they are handsome. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flying Aerials. boss wants to see everyone after the show.
What's this mean? A fold-up?
I don't know. Doesn't mean a thing. Come on, get a move on, everybody. The governor wants you all over by the vans.
This way, out, please.
Put a jerk in it.
Come along, come along. This way. This way out, please. Hurry on, everybody. Hurry on. Move on. Move on now.
He's got a lot to whistle about. He doesn't realize, poor fella.
Are you the boss?
Well, to a certain extent. That's to say I'm,
Are you the boss?
He's not the boss and he's not a colonel.
Where do I find the boss?
Well, I'm his right-hand man, as you might say. What do you want?
A job.
What a hope. We're not hiring, we're firing.
Will he want a job too?
Somebody's told him what the takings were.
I'd be willing to work for my keep.
It's no good, old man. What's that? A mirror. What's it for?
Oh, for shaving?
Now, come on, come on. You're going to be all night on the job. Don't keep the governor waiting.
Well, folks, my brother and I have called you here, and I suppose you know the reason why. We're broke. That's nothing new in our business, but when it happens, the show usually folds up and the boys and girls go their different ways. Once in a while, you're able to pull out, but that's only once in a while. Now, you weren't paid today because there was nothing to pay you with. We had to feed the animals. Now, we could carry on to the next stand, but there's no ready cash. Now, let's face it. We can keep going on a hope, or I can write out a flock of IOUs, and we can all turn around and head for home. Now, it's up to you. What about it?
Shorty's got no hope.
Let's keep going.
I'm sticking to you, boss.
Yes.
That's swell. Well, now that we're all in this together, I'll let you in on my plans. When we get to the next stop...
Say, boss, that lion, he broke loose.
All the women get in the van. Come on, Gifford. Get back, everybody. Get back. Hans, Lofty, get a net and work around behind him. Shit. Get back, right back, all of you.
Pasha. Quiet. Quiet. Poor Pasha. I am Thor. I am your friend. Now lie down. 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 Good, Pasha. Soon we shall go to our cage. What a good fellow is Pasha. Yes. What a good fellow, Pasha. Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce two friends, Mr. Pasha and Mr. Thor.
Why, it's terrific. How'd you do it?
Oh, it's very simple. I make them obey my eyes. I make them like my voice. And then they do what I want them to do.
You mean you get them hypnotized?
Hypnotized. Hypnotized. That's something new.
I'm getting a new trainer, and I have an idea who it's going to be.
Thank you.
Who do you mean, this fella?
That's the guy.
Pasha, I am your friend.
It's certainly a new way of taming lions.
I never saw anything work so wonderful in my life. Pasha fell in love with him.
Phil, I've got a marvelous idea.
We know, we know.
Now listen, the show's dying. We need novelty, something new, thrilling,
Stupendous.
smashing, sensational. I'm going to crash.
Darling, calm yourself.
Thanks very much. Now listen, Mary, Bill, Tom. I'm going to crash the local rag with this lion story. A lot of the boys have already seen what happened, and the news will soon get round. And then, mes amis, that's French for buddies, we put talk into the show with the lions.
You know, I think that's pretty good, Phil.
Just a minute. I've got a better idea. And it depends on Torg. It depends on whether Torg is just a man from nowhere with a gift of controlling animals, or whether he has a gift of controlling people.
What are you trying to get at?
Hypnotism in the Slide for Life. Mary, what do you do in your act?
Don't be silly, Phil. You all know what I do.
Tell us what you do.
Well, I get onto a platform at the top of a high wire, listen to Willie's baloney, then get onto the wire with my back to the ground, hold my little parasol, and slide safely down to earth.
And why do you hold your parasol?
To keep my balance, you half-wit.
And if you didn't have it?
Curtains for Mary.
Unless something or someone takes its place.
Oh, I get it now. Mary does her act holding a dainty lace handkerchief in one hand and half a hundredweight of coal in the other just to keep her balance. Is that it?
Well, if you're going to rib me for having a swell idea, good night.
Phil, I've got you.
What, are you crazy too?
Now, just a minute, Tom. Phil's serious. He's trying to help.
Thanks, Mary. What I'm trying to explain is, I believe it might be possible for Torg to control Mary's balance in the act through hypnotism.
Ah, it's a lot of hooey.
Is it? They do it on the stage.
Yeah, I know. Make some unfortunate guy drink ink and kid him it's port. Very funny.
Ha, ha. There's a lot in it, I can tell you.
Torg! Somebody find him for me.
Okay, Gov.
Anybody know where this chap came from?
Oh, he just came around looking for a job, I suppose, and then did his stuff with Pasha.
I wonder if it can be done. It's an idea, Phil. It's an exciting idea.
If it works, what a build-up. We've got the public to prove that it's on the level. They saw it work with Pasha, didn't they? It's a great idea.
If it works.
You sent for me, sir.
Yes, come in. Have a drink?
I do not drink, thank you.
Where do you come from?
Oh, nowhere.
What have you been doing?
Nothing.
Are you looking for a job?
Yes, sir. Any kind of job.
Are you an animal trainer?
Oh, no. I'm just, anything.
No trade?
No. I managed to get along.
That hypnotism act you just did with Pasha, can you do that with human beings?
Oh, yes.
On the level?
You doubt my word?
Oh, no, man. What the governor really means is that he's found a meal ticket in you.
Well, that's putting it rather crude, but I suppose you're right.
And you think I might be able to help you?
We want to cash in on these hypnotic powers of yours.
No one seems to have cashed in on him yet.
I haven't commercialized myself yet.
No, that's obvious.
I'm in the way. Excuse me. Good night.
Wait, please, Mr. Torben. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Let me explain. Have you ever seen an act called The Slide for Life?
You mean the one with the wire? Yes.
Well, Tom and I do that act. I'm on the wire and Tom catches me at the finish. And I carry a parasol for balance. The boys suggest you try to use hypnotism to make me do the slide without a parasol.
Somebody has a brainwave.
It was the governor.
But I do not know whether Miss Mary is a good subject.
Well, why not find out now?
The whole damn thing's unhealthy.
Listen, Tom, this is for all our sakes. If Miss Mary's willing, why not show her something?
I'm perfectly willing.
Then, with your permission.
Not mine.
Now, Tom, please, this is my affair.
Now look into this little mirror. Just try to make your mind a blank. Think of nothing. Nothing.